house by the lake. Bought that, opposite the brakes, draw back. Paddock on Marine, someone hit him with a drip drip. They gon' pay the VIP to get a pic with me, I'm a star. Brand new keys to the car. And the house nigga never saw.
I said, no, what? I got my 3 kids and we bounced out. We ain't gonna be in no fire. Not today.
It is Iron Ma'am.
And then the smoke got me. I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. Remember when we used to have aspirational comic book characters that represented something like truth, justice, and the American way, or to become a symbol of justice for a fallen city and save the place? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, those days are long gone, and now they've been replaced by
Panther Wakanda Forever star Dominic Thorne is back as brilliant engineer Riri. Is that right? Riri Williams. See, you know what happens when there's a lot of words?
I'm a Disney shill, and I can't even be bothered to learn about the thing I'm shilling about today. What are we shilling about today, ladies and gentlemen? It's called Ironheart. It's race-swapped Tony Stark from a different era, something that was filmed at the height of the George Floyd BLM, Kamala Harris ascendant, Ketanji Brown Jackson America, and that has been shot out now onto a Disney streaming service because they are too stupid to take the tax write-off on the thing. I encourage you, ladies and gentlemen, to go watch reviews of Nerdrotic, Geeks and Gamers, Critical Drinker, who really deep dive on this thing. But it definitely crisscrosses with what we talk about on this channel when it comes to the hilarity of cultural wokeness and the repulsiveness of DEI in our society. And so why not rip it? They're also deleting reviews now for the series, and that's never a good sign. We saw that, of course, with The Acolyte and with Snow White. Ironheart is the most comic accurate representation of a horrible character from an awful comic that made an even worse streaming show. Yes, ironic. What's also ironic about all of this is that the main plot line here is that this black girl is so smart and she's such a genius that she has to resort to a life of crime and theft. That's it. Those are the plot lines. I've gotten that far. She also dumps on Tony Stark, a billionaire who gave up his life to save the universe. Like somebody who's far more like Elon Musk than Lizzo. All right, but here we go. Ironheart on Tony Stark. He contributed immensely to the field, so I won't roast Tony Stark off rip. The man died saving the universe. He was a billionaire, so that makes him trash, I guess. This character is greedy. 20 minutes in, she's mentioned money like 10 times. Money. And she actually dances with money. The code for Ironheart is in full swing. The show's halfway over, folks, and she's complicit in 2 people's deaths. You can scream character development all you want. She ain't gonna magically stop being selfish as F. Remember when character deaths meant something? Remember when there was a debate about whether you should kill, and that debate, it rages on today? Yeah. Ironheart is the biggest L of the Marvel of all time. The reactions are just spectacular. Supposedly smarter than Tony Stark, bites an electric wire, sells her soul to gain magic powers, uses new powers to steal. What did the writers mean by this? Smoke detector beeps. Ironheart is practically unwatchable. Toot toot, Jerry laughs. Yes, there is an alphabet character. They admit Ironheart sucks, but look, they're getting ready to blame you for it because you're a racist. Ironheart fulfills low expectations with weak narrative, poorly written characters, and dull action. It will arouse the ire of trolls who target Disney's diversity efforts. You're the problem. First Ironheart reactions are in. Does it defy the haters? Or is it another skippable series? It's always about you, right? It's always about the audience. It's amazing. Doesn't matter if it's the 2024 election or whether it's a Disney streaming product. It's always about like how evil is the actual voters? How evil are the audience? It's our fault for not doing what egalitarian left-wingers inside of Hollywood and Manhattan bubbles want us to do, which is to love Ironheart. You can truthfully, how can you truthfully look me in the eye and say this isn't review bombing when the median ratings are so low? So this is the reviews on IMDb. They're 46% give it a 1-star review. I don't know, because people watch the series and it's just hot garbage. It still has right now on IMDb a 3.7 out of 10. That's like Snow White level bad. It's the worst thing that Disney streaming has ever produced. So these are the reviews on IMDb. You can see here, 52% now giving it a 1-star. People are very big mad about this. Why? Why? Like, are people, is this like North Korea? Are people required to like your woke garbage? Here we go. They're now removing reviews, scrubbing reviews from Rotten Tomatoes. Look at this. This was how it started out here at 32%, and now they're deleting the reviews. Rotten Tomatoes right here, and now at 59%. Genius teenage inventor Riri Williams. Genius. Okay. So they're scrubbing the reviews now on Rotten Tomatoes. They're not allowing you to even read them. Okay, got it. Robert Downey Jr. doing his best to help this young, irrelevant actress. Again, the series was filmed in 2020. It was created by absolute authenticity, created by in a very different time, by very different people. And it like it really just comes across, right? It comes across in the promotions like
little
this.
boy looking out the window saying there's got to be something more. What a dream.
I love, though, having a Latino superhero.
I loved it.
Particularly right
and
now.
I was able to incorporate like my culture too. Like
You have
I
a
was
Puerto Rican flag tattoo.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
because the show is set in Chicago.
It's set in Chicago, so there's a very large Puerto Rican population in Chicago and Humboldt Park.
Yeah, that's what matters. This is what matters. What matters the most is that the villain is Puerto Rican. God, I'm the bad guy. I'm Puerto Rican, right? In the promotion of it. What does this mean to little brown girls? Like, what kind of a world asks questions like
There
this?
are beautiful little brown girls at home watching. What do you hope they take away from watching this series?
I hope they remember that there is power in standing in all that you are and being proud.
Insanity, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I cannot encourage you enough. It just proves exactly how broken society is and how busted DEI is. The worst live action Marvel has ever made. Look, I'm black and gay, and I think Ironheart is an absolute abomination because Disney is training young black girls to have no moral center. Through Ironheart, they're teaching young black girls that criminals can be heroes too, and that they don't have to actually be good at anything to consider yourself a hero. She teaches them it's okay to be selfish. She teaches them it's okay to commit crimes to achieve your goals. She teaches them that power is the only thing that matters. During the course of the first 3 episodes, she gets expelled, joins a criminal gang, commits breaking and entering, becomes an accomplice, nearly killing a security guard, steals technology, uses the iron suit for vigilante activities such as smashing a truck, sells technology to a criminal gang, and launches missile strikes against cops. Ironheart is not a hero by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, I know I'm asking too much. But again, it's like the message was so strong with this. I mean, come on. This is a character. Oh, yeah. Category is red carpet royalty, says Marvel Studios. We just turned the premiere into a runway. If you're red carpet royalty, and I don't know even what. Oh, okay. It's Drag Race star Shea Coulee. What other movies is Shea Coulee in? If you're royalty, if you came to slay, presumably you'd have a successful acting career, right? No. None of this is successful because none of it was ever intended for this current time period. It's just like Snow White or Little Mermaid or anything else that was made sort of inside of them. They're now like looking like the old blackface, like, you know, Hollywood era. You know what I mean? Like, it's looking like a bygone, like these kind of DEI projects are like a bygone era of something that's totally embarrassing in Hollywood history that they wish they could just scrub forever and never ever have anyone see ever again. This is what it's all feeling like these DEI projects where they vandalize these characters and these stories and us, the audience, and then blame us for their failures. It's just feeling like a like some type of portal into a time that I'm so glad is bygone now. And now the studios are just having to like eject all of their garbage products. But it's just an embarrassing time period in Hollywood history that they'd all wish they'd forget. Yeah. Don't check out what Hollywood was up to during World War II or the Cold War. or at the turn of the century, for that matter. But, you know, don't worry, they're woke now. It'll age the same. Yeah, it'll age the same. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. Don't watch the series. See ya.